$100 million? Man, what you think you got? Kelsey Grammer? Chelsea Clinton? $100 million. Is Devin Haney worth it? Is Devin Haney getting a brand new deal for $100 million? In this video, we're going to break it down. Will Devin Haney get $100 million? Bill Haney is hinting and making it sound like Devin got a $100 million deal. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Bill Haney posted this. New deal worth $100 million or $100 mil before 30 years old? Who's your manager? Boom, boom, boom. He put out this tweet with some sunglasses, and, it got people wondering, is Devin going to Zuffa Boxing? Is there $100 million deal for them? My thoughts. Now, I'm not one to pocket watch. If he got $100 million, he got $100 million. Good on him. However, I do have a lot of questions. That's just being honest. One, I know we live in different times. I get it. I understand I'm an old soul. But why do we live in a society? Why would you want people to know how much you're making? Don't really understand that. That's one question. Two, if you got $100 million deal, where's the announcement? Like, why are you tweeting it? Zuffa Boxing or whoever is providing this $100 million deal. They ain't said nothing about it. What's up with the pss, pss, pss in boxing where people can't just come out and make an official announcement? It's really weird and it's really goofy, in my opinion, that we got to play all these games and tease this and that. If you got $100 million, you got $100 million. Bravo. Good job. But why not just announce it formally if that is the case? That's one issue. Two is, I would be very curious if this is true, the parameters, because that changes things. Like, do you owe one fight? Who's the company? Do you owe 15 fights? 100 fights? Like, what is it? Is it a lifetime contract? Like, I would be curious as to the parameters of this deal. Or are you getting good money, this meal for this fight, and then if you do a pay-per-view worthy fight, then they're going to incentivize it and it'll be a bigger pot. For example, if you had a Ryan Garcia rematch, that's what we're talking about. Because a lot of what I've noticed in the sport of boxing, a lot of people have these inflated numbers where you can make upwards of this amount contingent on some variables. If we see an increase in, like, if this is Zuffa, for example, I don't know, right? If we see an increase in Paramount subscriptions, then you get a point or a percentage of that. That's why I'm saying I need to see a bit more. I need to see, like, what are the details to this? Beyond that, who cares? I'm not with the pocket watching. I'm reporting it because I report everything that's trending in my sport. Second, the reality is this. If you're getting $100 million or $1, the boxing fans can't spend that money for you, right? So it always boils down to, what's your performance looking like? Who are you fighting? And for me, I find it funny if Zuffa or whoever, I don't know any details because all it says is this cryptic kind of message, right? The reality is, if Zuffa is paying this type of money, then I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious on many fronts. Here's why. One, the news is saying the parent company, TKO, is giving pay cuts to top WWE people and forcing them to do 50% pay cuts, right? So With that in mind, that's brand new news. So Conor Ben is reportedly getting $15 million. Devin Haney, according to Bill Haney, they're giving $100 million, you know? So why are they, if TKO, why are they doing their wrestling faction, WWE, which we know has a big fan base? Why are they doing the wrestling fans like that and doing pay cuts and taking away money, but then giving boxers who don't necessarily have that many options, aren't really household names outside of boxing, right? These astronomical deals. Same thing with UFC. UFC fighters keep complaining about, oh man, why is Conor Ben getting 15 million? If Devin is getting 100 mil, the UFC fighters, they for sure finna be angry if Devin Haney, even though he's undefeated, some people don't look at him as undefeated because of the Ryan Garcia situation. I understand the whole circumstance. Ryan popped Osterine, missed weight. Devin took a payoff for it, blah, blah, blah. I get it, but I'm just going off of the public consensus. So again, TKO, if they're involved in this and this is true, it looks very questionable because your wrestlers are taking pay cuts and the UFC people are complaining, yet you're offering deals like this. So we got to wait till more details come out. Let's see what the fans say. Lil Devin can't even get 8,000 likes on Instagram. Oh, wow. 100 mil, your it boy son can't even get 1 million free views on YouTube. Oh, wow. They're going in. MVP dad secured the bag. Back to the undercards. This dude is going crazy. Why Eddie Hearn didn't want anywhere near your son. The boxing machine powers that. I'm not reading on that. Shakur, one of those fights. Now you guys fight for money instead of legacy. Yeah, your son is a front runner. Prove it, tough guy. What undercard is your B-May son on? Not Keith Connolly. Canelo had a $300 million deal before 30. You're not that good, to be honest. So it looks like kind of a mixed bag. Only a complete effing moron would give Haney that much when he literally brings no actual value. But I guess Zuffa Boxing is going the PBC and DAZN way, overpaying to bring people in. Your mans don't even be headlining. Ryan hurting him. Zuffa, or did he sign directly with the Ring? Da. Wow. So people are going in. Blah, blah, blah. Posting pictures, Devin lumped up. So it is what it is. We'll see what becomes of this. For me, you already know what I think. The bottom line is this. I don't really care about the money that I'm not spending. What fights are you going to give us? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia in the rematch? That's the number one fight you should be fighting. And on Zuffa, if it is Zuffa, can they facilitate that? They have, to this point, they've been fighting in the Apex. They have not done one fight Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney rematch caliber. So a lot of questions here. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of questions here. Are you going to fight Shakur Stevenson? He says he hasn't been in talks with y'all, right? So I don't care how much money a company is willing to throw out and potentially waste. What are you going to give the boxing fans? What fights are you going to commandeer? That's what should matter in the sport of boxing. If you fight Richardson Hitchens, that's for boxing hardcores, not really a big fight. You will lose money. Like if your payout is something crazy for a fight like that, you're gonna lose money. Devin is not big enough a star. I don't care what the Haneyacks say, not a big enough star to make that make sense if you have to bankroll. Boxing promoters have said this. Eddie Hearn, he was like, I lose money or barely make any money with Devin Haney. Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya told you. So if Devin found himself a mark, someone who's going to trick out and pay, bravo, good job to him. But good luck getting a return on your investment. That's what business should be about, is mutually beneficial business. Like if anybody works with Boxingego, I work my butt off and it's mutually beneficial. They're not just paying me and not getting anything in return. So the game is all screwy where apparently you can lose a bunch of money and then these people will get paid astronomically. I don't know. But I don't really care if somebody gets a $1 trillion deal. If you got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? If you got it, let it go. But at the end of the day, what fights are you making? How much money are you making from making those fights? That is what it all breaks down to. Let me know what you think. Hype me up. My videos need to get circulated throughout the algorithm.